Hey there guys, and welcome to another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the strangest but one of the coolest guns I've ever had the pleasure of working with. This is the Kalibrgun Colibri out of the Czech Republic, also known as the Hummingbird in English. Last week we took a look at the Kalibrgun Cricket, another bullpup made by the same manufacturer. I'm going to suggest that you actually go watch that video first if you haven't seen it, because I'm going to be making quite a few comparisons between these two guns as we go along. I'll make things easy for you by putting a link right on the screen. The very first thing I want to talk about is the design, because this gun really is breaking new ground in terms of the inner workings of the gun. And in order to access the inner workings, I'm going to first take the stock off. Now as I take the stock off here, let me just tell you, the metalwork on this gun is available in silver or black, and the stock is available in walnut or synthetic. Well, I say synthetic, but what I actually mean is a wooden stock coated in a really nice rubber texture. I actually really wish that the cricket was available, the synthetic cricket was available with the stock done with this texture, because it's actually really nice. It's got a good grip to it. Now, unlike the cricket, the air cylinder does not extend all the way to the breech block, and what this means is that the designers had to find a way to get the air from the cylinder to the breech. And what they did was they put this pipe, you can see it's like a copper color, might be a copper pipe, that goes all the way along past the barrel and into this silver piece over here, which is the regulator. The Colibri, again unlike the cricket, has the loading mechanism halfway up the gun on the left hand side, and it's incredibly easy to load. I'd like to add here that although Kalibrgun initially announced that this would be a semi-automatic, the guns you'll buy today aren't semi-auto. The gun does need to be loaded between each shot. Now when you load the gun, a connecting rod moves this mechanism at the back, cocking the hammer and cycling the magazine. But here's the awesome part. Once the gun is cocked, you can cock it as much as you want and the magazine won't cycle again. It's got an anti-double load mechanism. I have no idea how it works, but it is awesome. Speaking of the magazine, I really do like this design. It features the same 14 capacity rotary clip found on the cricket, but it's housed in a metal case which simply slides in place. It rotates extremely smoothly and operates exactly as it should. The trigger is definitely smoother than the trigger on the cricket. It's a light two-stage trigger, and the blade isn't as wide as the trigger on the cricket, which is something that I really like. The shroud is the quietest I've heard to date, and the design is quite interesting. There are exhaust holes towards the end of the shroud, and what's nice is that the shroud attaches to a 1/2 UNF thread, which means that you could fit your own silencer if you really wanted to. I fitted the Viroc silencer, which is known to be one of the quietest around, and I took a few shots, and it wasn't as quiet as the original shroud, which is quite something. Other notable features include a pressure gauge, a manual safety, an adjustable butt pad, and a Picatinny rail. I've mounted an MTC Mamba 4-16x44. This is very similar to the MTC Viper that we looked at in the last video, but features low profile turrets and a removable illuminated reticle. So this gun is an absolute joy to handle because of its size and its ease of use, but how does it perform? Again, I got out the Crony and did some testing. This gun, like the cricket, can be filled to 300 bar, but the recommended pressure to prolong the air cylinder is 250. So I filled to 250, and using 18 grain JSB pellets, which are the most accurate pellet in this gun, I shot until I saw the velocity drop. I got just over 60 shots with an extreme spread of 30 feet per second, which is actually better than I expected considering the size of this air cylinder. From a 300 bar fill, you could probably get 75 to 80 shots. This string gave us an average of 885 feet per second, which is just over 31 foot-pounds of energy. Let's take a look at accuracy. At 50 yards, I managed to shoot a 10mm group in well under 30 seconds. I have the target grade CZ barrel and the incredibly easy loading mechanism to thank for that. Now, I didn't even bother with 100-yard groups. I know what this gun can do at 100 yards. It's going to be shooting on par with the Cricket, if not even better. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. While the Colibri is really accurate at long ranges, I think its real strength is the fact that it can be loaded so quickly without taking your eye off the target. So what I've done is a nice fun little test is to put 6 water balloons out at 50 yards. I'm going to put the 14-shot magazine in the gun, and we're going to see how quickly we can take out all 6 water balloons. I've got a slow motion camera set up downrange, and as soon as I start shooting, we will start timing. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Not sure what the time was, but you would not be able to do that with a gun like the Cricket, which has to be loaded quite awkwardly. And with this gun, because the loading mechanism is on the left-hand side, you can keep your finger on the trigger, unless you're a lefty, of course. So that is the Hummingbird in a nutshell. I must say I'm rather disappointed that I have to give it back. It's currently on loan to me from Airgun Warehouse in Johannesburg. And again, I just want to say thank you to them, because the video would not be possible without them. If you're in South Africa and you really think that this gun might be for you, then give them a call or send them an email and they'll sort you out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.